Juggernaut!
Today, we are taking a look at the 2021 Executive Replica Coffin Comics Lady Death by LooseCollector. This is the purple variant. First of all, thank you for checking out this review and a very happy new year. In this review, I will discuss how superior the sculpt of LooseCollector compared to Hasbro Marvel Legends, the clever design of hiding the articulation in the costume. I will also perform a size comparison with 6-inch scale figures Hasbro Marvel Legends and true 1/12 scale figures Medicom Toys Mapex. Here we have Lady Death holding her hell sign, and as you can see, the weapon is all gold while Lady Death's costume is all purple. It is now 2024 and there has been recent improvements in terms of action figure articulation. This figure is 2021, so let's take a closer look. Here we have Lady Death in the standard Executive Replicas box wherein there's a window and you can see the figure and all of the accessories. On the side is an art of Lady Death. On the back is a product shot and a short read-up. Pause it right now so you can have a read of her bio. At the bottom is other figures by LooseCollector, Hellwitch which is already released, and 3 new figures coming up soon. On the side is art from the comic books. This is a chase variant limited to 666 copies. Similar to Mapex, the figure is covered by another plastic in front, and on the back you can see the cape, which is a little bit hard compared to Marvel Legends cape. Out of the box, you can see the big difference here is the color variant. Here we have Lady Death in her purple variant costume. This is similar to how Coffin Comics make comic book covers wherein they change the color of the costume of characters. In terms of sculpt and design, it is spot on in terms of how Lady Death looks like in the comic books. Those purple parts are sculpted on over her white body. In terms of the foot, you can see she wears high heels and there's a peg hole at the bottom. Her cape is purple from the outside and inside it's gold. The long hair is all white, but due to the sculpt, it feels like there is shading due to lighting. For figures like this, check out Juggernaut-collectibles.square.site. It is my online website powered by Squared, so it is safe and secured, and we ship worldwide using Australia Post. In terms of price, the price is in Australian dollars, so it would show up as 40 AUD. Converted to USD, that's roughly 27 USD. Trying to remove the head, for some reason the dumbbell joint is attached to the head instead of the neck. You can remove the cape now and just peg it on. Going back to sculpted costume designs, you can see the skulls are painted gold and the details of the skull is sculpted on. Even from the back, you can see the skulls are still there. This shows how LooseCollector care for their product even with the minor details. In terms of articulation, you can do a full 360 here. A clever thing that LooseCollector did is they hid the bicep articulation on the top of the long glove here to make it look seamless. It shows that LooseCollector values how their figures will look like. They want it to look the best as it can be. For a 2020-2021 figure, this is really impressive. She can reach the top of her head. In terms of her wrist, she can hinge forward and back. The wrist can swivel. Her upper torso has a swivel which you can do a full 360. She can kick forward that far. The costume lines would break though if you perform a split, but she does a good split. The swivel on her thigh is near the double-jointed pinless knees. Her feet can hinge forward and back, and it has an ankle rocker. For a 2020 or 2021 figure, this articulation is really good. There is a good range of movement for her head as well. She comes with a pair of open palm hands. Painted on are her fingernails, which are in red. She comes with a pair of closed fist hands. Still her thumb, you can see that she has a painted red fingernail on her thumb. She comes with a weapon, which is the sword in all gold. One thing I can compare this is with the gold label by McFarlane Toys, wherein they released um, characters with all gold. This sword is all shiny gold compared to the regular variant, wherein the handle is painted on as somewhat bronze and the tip of the sword is silver. Her hell sight is all gold as well. Well detailed, as you can see that the handle is supposed to be somewhat wood. So if you check out the regular variant, it is in different color, in somewhat a dirty wood type color. Comparing her side by side with LooseCollector's Darna, significant improvement compared to how they built Darna a few years ago. In terms of the elbows, you can see that there's a pin on Darna, while this figure does not have a pin. Darna's thigh swivel is hidden in the top of her long boots, while Lady Death, you can see the swivel near the double jointed knees, but it is very thin, so it's not noticeable. In terms of their foot, Lady Death has higher heels compared to Darna. Darna's bicep swivel is visible, unlike Lady Death's, which is hidden in her long glove. Lady Death's hands are interchangeable, while Darna only comes with a closed fist hands. Having these two side by side, we can see there were significant improvements in terms of how LooseCollector sculpted their figures and made the articulation. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is the definitive Lady Death action figure. Comparing Lady Death to a 6-inch scale Marvel Legends and a 1/12 scale Mafex, the bicep swivel is hidden in Lady Death, while the old Marvel Legends does not have. The bicep swivel is not hidden for Mafex, while she has double jointed pinless elbows and knees. A slight edge for Mafex, which has double jointed pinless elbows, compared to Lady Death, which has a single jointed elbow. This is similar to the old Marvel Legends, wherein there is only a single jointed elbow. Despite of that, the single jointed elbow of Lady Death has greater range. For the thigh swivel, it is located differently. For LooseCollector, we can see that it's near the knees, while Hasbro Marvel Legends is a bit higher. There are pins in the double jointed knees of Hasbro Marvel Legends, and LooseCollector has pinless knees. LooseCollector implemented the pinless knees ahead of Hasbro. Compared to Mafex, Mafex has double jointed pinless elbows. The swivel is not hidden for Mafex, while Lady Death it's hidden. Then waist swivel in Mafex, none for LooseCollector. Both has pinless double jointed knees. Mafex has a slight edge in terms of the foot because they have toe articulation. Overall, a small lead in terms of articulation for Mafex. For a figure from 2021, her articulation rivals that of Mafex. Now for some size comparisons. Measuring up Lady Death, she stands approximately 16 centimeters, which is a typical height of a 6-inch scale or 1/12 scale action figure. Here she is besides the X-Force Psylocke and X-Force X-23. Next, we have her besides the No Way Home Spider-Man and the brand new Final Swingsuit Spider-Man. Next, we have her besides Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield from the No Way Home movie. Again, we have Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, and the Sandman, Marvel Legends. Next, besides the King and Queen of the Fist, we have Elektra and Daredevil. Besides true 1/12 scale figures, we have Mafex Wolverine and Mafex Psylocke. Next, we have her besides the Jean Grey and Cyclops, Mafex as well. Here she is besides Mafex Storm and Magneto. Magneto is the top one in my 2023 list. Hope you check out that video. Here we have her besides a Filipino superhero, Darna by Loose Collectors and Halimo Sculptures. My final thoughts overall, a well done, well sculpted, and great articulation for a figure from 2021. As mentioned in their Facebook page, Loose Collector aims to continually improve and they action on customer feedback. The most impressive thing about this figure is Loose Collector did not sacrifice the sculpted details to add excellent articulation. Overall, this Lady Death is superior to Marvel Legends in terms of sculpted details. She is not a cosplayer in body paint, given that her costume is of less clothing. It is good that Loose Collector added those sculpted details to make it feel like she is wearing something. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.